Hello and welcome, this is Mouse Gunner, and we have a new game for you. Now, thanks to the Steam Summer Sale, I'm going to have probably a few games. I know I bought at least 3 so far from the Steam Summer Sale, but I might be bringing you a number of games because of that Steam Summer Sale. Now, this is a game I've had on my radar for a little while since it came out. It's only been out for a little while now. It came out earlier this year, I believe. I mean, it has 2015 in the copyright date there, so I'm pretty sure it came out earlier this year. In any case, it hasn't been out that long, maybe a few months, and as I said, I've had it on my radar ever since it came out, so I'm glad the Steam Summer Sale is able to allow me to get into this game, or at least convince me to get into it. But this video, I'm pretty much going to be coming in blind. I have only maybe a little bit of knowledge of this game through a couple YouTube videos I kind of glanced at, and just the trailers and what have you from the developers themselves. So I only have a slight idea of what this game is, but from what I understand, it's kind of a obviously pixel art kind of game, retro RPG that it's a game that really doesn't take itself super seriously. Now, we've seen a little bit of this recently, at least on my channel, with Chroma Squad. You know, indie developers that have games that really don't take themselves all that seriously and, you know, kind of poke fun at themselves and also the genre. And I think you get this with this game as well. What has really drawn me into the game is, as much as it's a retro game and all that, the main appeal of this game is its writing, and I hope to see that when we jump into the game. But let's go ahead and start up a new game here. Okay, so we've got choose a campaign for the adventure. We have campaign 1, hard. We have to pretty much have to do this. It looks like hard is the lowest difficulty you get, and from what I understand, this game is very difficult. You can expect to die a lot. Let's go ahead and choose that. Alright, so some brave heroes have found their way to these reaches, seeking treasures and glory. Hire 3 heroes for your epic adventure. Alright, so we've got a rogue. Now, I think this is quasi, like, procedurally generated. I guess you would call it a roguelite, in that the characters are kind of randomized a little bit, if I remember correctly. And I think some of the main attributes you have here are randomly generated. So, and this is kind of the story element that I was talking about. So Ruby here looks like is a woman, because they say she multiple times, although Ruby can be a guy just as well. But she was routinely hit with a book as a child, so she gets extra intelligence. And she wrestled a bear yesterday, so she gets more strength. And friendly sheep are her sworn enemies. She believes Agony is a bold dragon conspiracy. She loves abandoned roads when she is drunk. She famously defeated a purple troll in a duel. So you kind of see the humor in the writing of this game already. Alright, so we've got kind of traditional robe. It looks like it has a couple different abilities, backstab and dark cloak. So I'm going to have to kind of figure out what a lot of these things do as we go. As I said, this is going in blind first impressions video. So this looks like some kind of healing ability. And I'm not sure exactly what a lot of these other things are. I mean, you would think that it would be a defensive thing to do, but it says healing here. And then this is just a basic attack, obviously. And she apparently doesn't want to be picked. We have Cronan, the Barbarian. In his youth, he was blessed by a mystical entity, so he's got, I'm going to assume that's faith, plus. Yesterday he invented integral calculus, but forgot to take notes, so he has intelligence. Okay, I'm not sure exactly how those things help a Barbarian, and I guess without those things, he would have had a 0 in those 2 stats. His favorite meal is burnt avocados. He cooks the best savory meat. The Friendly Dogs is his favorite band. He is strangely aroused by money. Who isn't? Who isn't? But in any case, it looks like he's got Rage, which again says healing here, and it just says, F you! Or Fuh! Either way you want to read that. So, Again, I'm going to have to kind of figure out what a lot of these symbols mean as we go. And then he's got Rampage, which apparently is his main attack. Now, with the Rogue, it seemed like we kind of had a range of damage. This just looks like straight up whatever damage. So that's interesting. Alright, we have Fletcher War Mage. Now, his parents fed him well when he was little, so he's got Life Plus. He won a dance contest yesterday, so he gets Dexterity Plus. He believes aliens abducted his miniature flamingo. He is deathly afraid of crusty pouches. He sometimes feeds his deformed flamingo with a hot ear of corn when nobody is watching. Allegedly, he fought in the famous Battle of the Haunted Volcano. Alright, so he's got a magic missile, and that does magical damage, and dullness. And he's got a magic sword. You know, I think Fletcher sounds like a guy we might have to pick up here. We've also got Rondra, the warrioress. She was conceived and born in a chapel, so she got faith up. She practiced cat throwing recently, so dexterity up. She's sexually attracted to crusty combs, so we have crusty things again. She once had an argument with an enormous sheep. She has nightmares of dancing naked at a beautiful church every night. She loves burnt pancakes. Alright, so she's got a war chant, which, again, I'm going to assume that's some kind of rage effect or something, but it also says healing. And then she's got a pierce attack. Alright. So we've got a couple different warriors to choose from. Tupac, the herbalist, or herbalist, however you want to pronounce that. At birth, he was so strong, his parents had to build a stone crib, so he's got strength up. He slept extremely well last night, life up. When he is lonely, he invites his ominous bottles to a tea party. He associates old belts, with joy because of his childhood. He prides himself on his collection of hideous swords. He doesn't believe in smelly cats. Alright, so he's got Medicate. The more people smoke herb, the more Babylon fall. Alright. The healing of a nation calms one foe. Alright, so I'm not so sure we're going to take the herbalist. Alright, we've got Hamburgite, who's a Ronin. As a child, she often dreamed of punching things, so that's a strength up. She did some push-ups this morning, so strength up again. Supposedly her mother was a revered ugly dog tamer. The Ominous Rug is her favorite book. She gets cranky if she doesn't get her daily burnt onion. Her ex got a restraining order because of her white bottle. Okay. So she's got Butterfly Strike, which seems like a normal attack, and then Blade Dance, which is another attack as well. And it hits the first two enemies with a Deadly Dance of Doom. Again, a lot of this stuff is going to have to be kind of a learning process that we go through. And we have the band. Alright, so I'm thinking for sure we're going to take Fletcher. And then, beyond that, we might go kind of, who do we think is better out of Rondra and Cronan? So War Chant and Pierce. Alright, her stats seem pretty good. Looks like Cronan here. So, it looks like the main difference between the two is that he has a little bit more strength, but a little less dex. His physical attack looks like it does more damage. If I look at that correctly, yes. But range, 1+2, so maybe a little bit more range on the attack. No, that looks roughly the same. And it also looks like it inflicts bleed, which I'm not sure if she has special thing, so inflicts something there. Pierce through the first enemy, okay. And then we have to decide on our third member. I'm thinking the Rogue for sure. So let's go traditional here. Let's go Cronan, hire him. And then we'll go with Ruby, the Rogue. So that we kind of have that, you know, warrior, mage, rogue kind of setup. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright. Some of the party members didn't like our choice there. I mean, the other... Alright, Harrybert. Listen, the end is nigh. Hear my words and prepare. An ancient cult has set foot in our lands. They call themselves the Sons of Dawn and pray to some dark elder being. They have started recruiting people for their cause all over the country. I fear that they want to try to awaken something which should be left sleeping, something dangerous and sinister, something that might destroy us all. Spend your last of days wisely. We will meet again once the time has come for your final quest. Alright. So it looks like as we walked along here, we can talk to people. What are you looking at? Never seen a surly dwarven jester? Yeah, that's right. I'm a jester. Jester the Jester. Great name, huh? Are you laughing already? I hate my life. It wasn't always like that, mind you, but I can never be happy again, so please, leave me alone in my pity, will you? I can't stand people anymore. Go away. Why are you still standing there? You expect me to give you something to do? Now the joke is on you, not me. As if you're a bunch of heroes and I would be that person to give you a quest or something. Ha! Get lost! Alright, so I'm going to assume that the people with little exclamation parts are probably the people we really want to talk to. Ava, cheat mode. The Boneyard. Gur seems fidgety.
Hey, so I got an exam coming up and I kinda sorta didn't have time to study for it, 'cause, you know, a new bakery opened in town and I so cannot miss that opportunity. And you know, look, if I don't get a good grade on this, I will never be able to become a full-time magical girl, so I might need some assistance from you. I need a book about higher magical manifestations, the one that the teachers use. It may contain some answer to tomorrow's test, if you know what I mean, so...
Alright, so we got a quest. So we have to go to the Boneyard, I am assuming? You have a new quest! Cheat mode! So we have to go to the Boneyard.
Woohoo! I swear, I'm not gonna cheat on the other tests, it's just for this one time, maybe. If I pass the exams, I will be one step closer to my dream job.
Alright, so we got a quest here. So let's move along here. I'm trying not to dwell too much on the different aspects here just yet. I wonder what's at the blacksmith shop. Let's check that out. So in our backpack we have a small healing potion, a big healing potion, Inspiring Belt of Greatness, and we have a Sharpening Bag of Nutrition. Alright, so gives you a bunch of life, but it looks like it drains a lot of dexterity. This looks like really good. And Vengeful Necklace of Non-Violence. So you drop a lot of life, but you gain dex and faith. And the blacksmith looks like he has some things that probably are armor and outfits and what have you. Alright. We have 800 funds. I almost feel like I have to get the Holy Hat of Blessing. Because it's such a good wizard hat for Fletcher, right? I wonder how we equip guys. I'm going to have to kind of figure that out. So, this is our backpack. This is what he currently has. So he has a mediocre bonnet of mediocrity and a mediocre jacket of mediocrity. Then he's got a mediocre spear of boredom and a mediocre axe of boredom. Alright, I love this game already. Alright, so, Fletcher here has a mediocre garb of mediocrity. So, I'm guessing the blue is magical dampens and the yellow is physical damage. I'm just getting this just from the context text here. So we have a sword and we have a ring. So we could get this hat, which gives us more magical resistance, and it gives us immunity to whatever this is. And we could also get a better robe than what we currently have, or what have you. And our rogue has a crossbow, a sword, and this girdle. So how do we... Well, that's a lot of intelligence. That might be good for... What does this do? Alright, magic jewelry may or may not possess magic powers, so that's interesting. Alright, so let's see if we... How do we equip? Can't drag and click. Maybe I have to do that outside of this shop mechanic. Yeah, out of all the things that are here, I'm thinking the one thing that I really want is that hat. So, I wonder if it actually changes the model, too. That's one of the reasons why I want to buy it. So let's go ahead and buy. And that looks like it's in our backpack now. Alright, so I'm just going to get out of here. Let's go to here, to our inventory. Alright, and let's go equip the hat. Alright. Doesn't look like it affected the model at all. That's kind of disappointing. And... kind of want to give the Inspiring Belt of Greatness to our wizard because of the intelligence bonus, as well as the life bonus. Our other items here... I don't like the stat down. Main problem. So I'm thinking about going back to the shop here. How do I get out of this? Down? Yeah. And seeing if we get something better by selling these. That's only worth one, but might as well sell it. And sell this thing. I don't like the stat down. And maybe we can get more magical items later or something. Alright, let's get out of here. I think that's enough messing around. These people have quests. I think what I'm going to do is just hit the go. Sure you want to leave this town? Your destination is the Boneyard. Let's go. Of halflings. You see 3 halflings standing next to the road. One of them is very skinny and pale. Hello there! Isn't it a great day? Hey, would you be so kind and take this ring from us? Okay. Your heroes, take the ring. Darkness rises around you. You feel the gaze of an ancient evil entity. It seems as if you did something horribly wrong. But suddenly... screaming, ghostly phantoms arise from the shadows around you. They will bleed. Alright, so I'm assuming this is turn-based, your old RPG styling. So we've got Bleak Woman, a ghost, and a greedy ghost. Alright, so... not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do. But so far, all I've got is items and skills. So, if we click on Cronan here, if we click on... well, let's see what happens when we click on Ruby and click on this. Okay. And... So right now, all we have is the attacks. It doesn't allow us to use any skills or... Oh, okay, yeah, we can. Okay, so if I go skills, and I use the magic missile. Alright. So that's interesting. So switch back over to items. We'll try Cronin the Barbarian with just a normal attack here. With the, we've got Axe, and we've got Spear. Now the Spear is going to be a little further range. We'll try the Axe on this Bleak Woman. Alright, so it does hit. I was concerned because they were ghosts that maybe they were immune. So, achievement unlocked. First blood. Defeat your first enemy. Alright, so we got damage to Cronan there. Alright, so once you use a guy, he's pretty much done. Okay, that's very interesting. I wonder if they attack in order of where they are. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the magic missile here, and I'm going to put it on the back guy, because this guy already attacked. Alright, so that did a lot of damage. He's dead. Okay, so, unless I missed that, this guy attacked twice. I'm not sure what this means. A lot of this is just having to kind of figure things out. Okay, so... Oh, okay. So we can only use a guy, and then we have to use somebody else. So I could... Like, I can't use a guy one after the other, but essentially I can use him. Alright, that's interesting. So let's go ahead and use Ruby and do the range attack here. Alright. So let's use this Rage ability, because it says it does a healing effect on himself. Alright, so he failed that test. Alright, I'm getting the crap kicked out of Cronan here, so I better do something about that. And we'll go ahead and attack with our sword. Oh, wow. So Cronan does a lot of damage. Alright, I gotta finish this. So let's use our axe and kill this guy off. Oh boy. Alright, I don't know if I can use the healing potion in battle. So that's a problem. Alright, so... let's try this range attack again. I think we just lost a hero. Jeez, this game is hard. Alright. Alright. So we're going to have to kind of figure things out. And from what I understand, he's dead now. I mean, that's it. So... and our skills have a cooldown here. So we'll use this magic sword ability. Let's get that. Alright. So I'm not promising we'll do very well this run, but... Alright. So the thing I want to kind of try and figure out here is, can I equip healing potions? No, I can't. So is that something I can or can't use in combat? It looks like no. Alright, so life plus 4, defense. Alright, well, she doesn't have anything magical yet, so let's give her that. Oh, we have another thing here. The One Ring. Okay, so it's a healing effect. But it's only on self. I think that's probably good for what we have for now. Alright, let's move on. Poor Cronan's dead body. You see a rotting corpse hanging from a tree. It looks like it has been up there for quite a while. Oh, the One Ring, that's what I got for... Okay. Sure, we'll do a proper burial. You know, you don't know what's going to happen here, honestly. Prepare a proper burial for the nameless corpse and feel somehow relieved. Alright, so we gained some experience. Alright, do you want to take a rest and review your inventory? Alright, so open inventory. Alright, so he's just straight up dead, right? Or can he drink this? No, he's dead. I mean, there might be a way of bringing him back to life, but at the moment, he's dead. Alright. The interesting thing about this game is it consists of a lot of symbols. And those symbols are not really, you don't have a mouse tooltip or anything when you hover over it. So you have no idea what these symbols are. And you just kind of have to guess with it. And that's, I think, a lot of the appeal of this game is it's a lot of memorization and kind of guesswork on what exactly is going on. Alright, so let's keep going. I have a feeling I'm not going to survive very much longer, considering how quickly I allowed Cronian to die. Green pipe. You see a strange pipe sticking out of the ground. Oh boy. What the heck? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Your heroes reach deep into the pipe. You found something. Alright, sword of shrooms. Alright. Open inventory. Okay, so sword of shrooms. Does 31 physical. It, looks like it inflicts a lot of status effects. So let's see, our normal sword was 25 as opposed to 31. Alright, well that looks like a lot better. Okay. And she has a sword of boredom, 33, so that's better than the... It's not giving me a description for that item. Maybe because she can't equip it? Let's see. No, she can. How come it's saying 33 for both things? Oh, I guess it's because they're exactly the same, that's why. I'm curious, can we strip him of items? Oh, we can. That's interesting. She doesn't have a helmet, so why not strip it off of his dead corpse? And then this is 2, and that's 1. Okay. So 2, well, let's give her that. And... is this spear maybe better than something that she can do? No, doesn't look like it. And get this axe out. Let's see, is the axe better? It is. I'm not sure if it has a better chance to hit. It's kind of hard to tell. I'll just keep her with the sword, that's fine. Okay, moving along. Alright, looks like we got to our destination. Alright. Fortunately, he's still dead. I honestly, it was one turn away from keeping him alive, too. So, just one of those things I gotta learn how to play the game. But so far, I'm having a blast. Alright, so let's just go. I don't think there's anything to look at. I mean, other than the one ring, which I probably would have stuck on Cronian there. But right now, I feel like these, stat bonuses are more important. Wait. I probably should have equipped him with another weapon, but that's alright. Because he has an open hand. Alright, so we've got a skeleton warrior, a blood bat, and a zombie. Alright, so I kind of learned a little bit of what my characters are able to do here. And honestly, Fletcher is the most powerful of the two heroes. Oh, wow! This carries over from last time we were in combat. So, I think to get these status effects, I'm going to assume that these status effects, the minions here are immune to it. Let's go ahead and hit with the sword. Or maybe we can use skills from her, so... maybe take out that zombie from behind. Yeah, let's do that. So backstab the zombie. Okay, killed him. That's good. So the thing I'm kind of learning here is the skills are very powerful items. I mean, things to use, but they have a very long cooldown, so that's kind of a problem. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack. That's pretty much the only thing you can do because his skills are still on a cooldown. So Just attack the skeleton. Alright, I missed that text there. That's pretty quick. Alright, so she has to go. So I'm thinking we focus on the skeleton. He's now dead. Alright, he got hit by some kind of status effect. Alright. So I can use a magic missile, but I think I'm gonna save it because there's only one enemy. He got both of the status effects, so that's important to know. Alright. Looks like that one thing's poison, so... The green drip looks like poison. Okay. I'm thinking probably drinking a potion for Ruby would be a good idea, so let's go ahead and drink one up. And we now have some new items. Let's just get out of some of this stuff out of the inventory. No, it doesn't even allow me to equip him now because he's dead. Alright, that's fine. We got some items, so... Powerful Spell of Thunderbolt, well that sounds like something that he would want. There we go. And we've got Blessing Charm of the Savant. So a lot of intelligence down, but a lot of dex up and faith up. Or a Quickening Pouch of the Hunter. Well, that sounds like a good thing to give to her. I wonder, does it have to go in this... It has to go in this slot. Oh, well, we'll give her that. That's fine. Alright, so I think we're ready to go. I have a little damage here, but I don't think it's worth wasting a potion.